son of a bitch. Oh, and he turns around. Oh, no.
What'd you do with my nephew? He owes me money.
Hi, Barnabus.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Did he get drafted?
Yeah, a bunch of the merchants in Foundry were forced to come down. Oh, Coven of One is around here somewhere. We should stop by her.
We should definitely go and
She had some nice yarn.
Indeed she did. We should go and see her.
Changing the subject. You're ignoring me.
I'm not ignoring you, Grandmere. I've got buns.
Where's that good-for-nothing layabout?
I got buns in the oven, and my mind's all over the place right now.
Right.
I get this letter. This letter says that, thank you for your service. And with a little piece of the medallion in there, I can only get maybe a couple hundred gold for it. Maybe.
That medal's for Mort.
Well, where is he?
We don't know, to be honest.
It said he's missing and presumed dead.
You know that poop pot that Mort took from you?
Yeah, the thing he stole?
He fell inside of it. There was something that lived inside of the poop pot.
It was not very welcoming. It was very strong and stinking.
And Mort went bad. The poop pot's lost.
Amadeus is sensing motive because he's hearing things that don't
Yeah.
sound like reality.
The poop pot, the pee-pee poo-poo inside, is lost in the abyss.
Bring it back.
I don't know, but it's lost.
Unloose it.
Well, that's the trick. So you hold on to that for now, and hold on to hope that somebody can find him.
Okay, give me a diplomacy check, and you give me a sense motive check, and you give me like. So you're saying it's lost and it's out there and in the thing. So that's all. It was all real. It was all true.
Yep. Is he Fae?
Yes. No, he's a Smurf bloodline. They're not.
No,
they're not Fae. They're gnomes.
Spriggans are gnomes, not Fae?
46 on the sense motive.
She's telling the truth about falling in the poop pot and stuff.
Oh, nat 1. 21.
21.
20's not bad on the diplomacy check.
Dee Dee, why do you sound so strange? You're not lying.
Let's see if we can boost this in any way.
I'm confirming that Spriggans are they're humanoids. They're humanoid gnomes.
Okay.
They're weird that way.
Yeah, like evil humanoid gnomes.
That's about all I know on that. Ooh, pink.
Well, until you bring back the pot, it's going on your tab.
The pot? Oh, what you sold the thing that cursed your cousin? Your stuff is cursed.
He borrowed it from the shop without asking. So the price of it is now on your tab as you once lost it.
How much for the poop pot? How much can a poop pot cost? If a
Poop pot.
pot could cost poop.
A poop pot that you could put someone in.
How much poop can a poop Damn it, Toby's not here.
Or is he?
I got 6 copper and an army writ with 4 gold and 5 silver and 7 copper left on it.
50,000.
What?
Don't worry, you can work it off over time.
No.
Take good care of yourself.
Chronicles
starts walking away.
I just got here, but are you actually charging 50,000 gold for a pot
It's not cursed.
that traps people and...
Okay, so Dee Dee is trying to reverse pickpocket an army writ with 4 gold, 5 silver, and 7 copper left on it, and her 6 copper coins into what's his name? Granimir's pocket. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she has Give me a second here.
They're good.
Sleight of hand, she has a rank in it, and then does she have the spell that allows you to? She has pilfering hand. Does that?
You can do it at a distance.
Okay. She's not getting anywhere near the wrinkle board.
No.
What's that?
Nasty man.
Okay, yeah, it's a careful maneuver. Okay. Can he see invisible things right now?
Nope. He came over to yell at Grackle.
Don't try your CD games with me. They will not work. I'm cheaper than you.
Not 20, 36.
So it works. Nat 20.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Don't worry, I'll just keep it on the ledges. When you bring them back,
Well,
don't forget the pot.
I don't think that's how the law works. Your family borrowed something from you. We're not responsible for the things that he borrows. We never used it.
You cannot.
Chagdarin's subordinate stole from the shop.
What was he doing in your shop?
None of your business.
It sounds like you were putting him to work. It's
Was he on
unfortunate.
official business while he was taking things from your shop?
He's definitely not doing anything that Chagga asked him
Or
to
maybe
do.
we should take that metal back and make a report about how Mort stole from one of the merchants here.
Perhaps how the wrinkle boards of thieves.
Give me that metal.
Stomps away.
You should keep the metal.
Please make a note by Granimir's shop that the chances of a cursed item are now 10%.
Oh no! Fucker. Just for us.
Just for you.
We'll just get other people to buy our shit for us.
It's a cohorts and foes.
Right. Oh no. Oh.
Where'd that book come from?
Not from. Oh, it's good point. I have no idea. Actually. Check. Mm.
He didn't like us playing out. Fey logic.
Old Stacks Market, miscellaneous.
What was the name of it? It's go to the left more. There you go. Fort Manius, the Old Stacks Market Corner. It's the Old Stacks Market Corner. So it's not Granimir's shop.
Okay. Oh, sorry. There.
The one below it was Granimir's shop. Because if you bought your book of dexterity from Granimir's shop right now,
Well, did you spend all the money for one of those books?
Spent
Yes.
55K.
Is that the double value?
I don't know. I didn't put the book in.
How much is it? It's 55K. For a plus 2? No, it's more than that. It's not. I'm pretty sure. What do you?
Yeah. Well, this is automated, right? Some of it. So a +2 is 110K. A +1 is 55K. So this is a +1 manual.
You still want it? Sure. Good, because you get a +1 next level.
Yep.
Yeah. It's up. I'm just saying. Next level, so we're 15th, 16th level. We got another. Okay.
So your odds become an even, and then it'll become an odd again.
Okay, so I have to go and fix that.
You give it some thought on it.
No,
I won't hold it to it either.
It's fine. No, I'll keep it.
Okay.
There's also a +2 con book that we're sitting on that we haven't
Somebody
figured out.
should read that.
That we haven't figured out.
Who's reading the +2 con book?
Who's got the crappiest con?
Capra offers to read the book to check to see if it's cursed.
Manual of Bodily Health. Everyone should want this. Grackle, Dassod, and Chagga put their names beside it.
Everybody should. I think we should look at who's got the most con.
You guys welcome to the group.
I mean, Amadeus is going to stand in front.
Let's see who's got the lowest con, and let's see.
How many hit dice does Amadeus have?
He has. No, he's got 15 hit dice.
Oh, okay, he doesn't have any weird monster levels. Okay.
He paid them all.
Okay. Oh, you paid off templates, not hit dice.
Yeah, there were no hit dice.
Okay.
Hey, Chagga, what's your, how do we do with this?
It's a difficult thing. Who's going to be extra?
Not the ghosts.
Yeah, I don't need that crap.
That is done. I don't know how the rest like, but I tend to take a beating up front. I try to not get beaten because being is not good.
I'm small and wee and need all the help I can get.
Make a big puppy dog.
The only time you got your ass kicked was by the dragon.
Yes, and it was a very painful ask.
Grackle will take a step back. I am very good at defending myself. So.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, Amadeus isn't quite sure what that means.
I seem to be able to regrow things.
How did you fill in this round?
What's this?
She appears. She slices the end of her finger open a little bit.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, the 1 damage you do with the dagger takes a fraction of a second. It's like, as it's cutting, it's closing.
That's
How do you do that?
yeah.
I think it's the power of Gwendowyn.
Wow.
Hey. Get rid of that fucking shit.
You don't have buns.
I want one.
You want buns?
That's buns, and he pulls down his pants.
Okay, that leaves Dassod.
I am asking
Capra
dragon.
Capra.
Capra doesn't get his ass kicked. His AC is not amazing compared to these chuckleheads, but
Captain.
got 20 con. And
20. Oh, 16 con.
Maybe you should take it.
Capra will bow out as will
The Sod turns into like Grandeur Dragons. He'd be no, he'll be a target. Is this what the problem is going to be?
All right, so it's basically Dugan's still got his hand in the ring.
Yes, fully expecting to be ignored, but he's still putting it in there.
All right. Well, how would we decide things between Dassod, Dugan, Schmurf, and Amadeus?
Could have done this before he showed up.
Hide and seek.
Great.
A hugging contest.
Who makes the best hog? I like the who makes the best hog.
Why don't we just draw straws between the three of you?
Ducking impressions. There you go. That's Mark.
I think that was ducking.
Oh, you.
Draw straws. Capra, Dee Dee, could you prepare straws?
Wait, Capra is whispering at Dee Dee? Straws? We're gonna do a painting of 3
okay.
straws.
Okay.
Your straws. Here's your
trust, Captain.
I have these trusty dice. Whoever rolls to the highest of the dice ties or re-rolls. Ties to the highest of re-rolls, I suppose. Yeah.
Oh, you get it. Roll to 3. Roll to 6.
Was that for Dugan or?
Amadeus.
Okay, and then Dugan's roll.
Roll to 6.
I guess we all get to re-roll then.
Amadeus gets a 14. Dugan gets a 15. Dugan gets the book. Ah, oh, fuck it, you two. You two try again. Reroll.
Alright, sorry.
It was all about exercises and eating well. And...
You won fair
I don't want to do that.
You won fair and square, buddy. It's all yours.
I don't mind doing a reroll if you want.
Use it. You're going to take punishment. I know it.
Alright.
Besides, the other group apparently hid the treasures from you.
You can spend a week reading the book while the rest of you train for level.
Do you cast spells?
Oh, did you train for level already?
Yeah, he did it back in.
Oh,
trained level
in
before,
prison.
right?
Okay. All right.
You know how to cast spells?
Only for a circle.
Well, keep it. You're gonna fucking need it.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Army sounds hard.
Alright. Chagga, you get a piece of mail as a stamp from a law firm. The law firm is
Stu.
Legal and Sons.
Okay.
Even knowledge religion. It is.
Knowledge, religion is only a +10. My goodness.
Oh.
Well, Chagga's skill point starved. 25.
25? Yeah, this is definitely has Asmodean motifs about it.
Ooh, what now? What?
It's like, ah, for fuck's sakes. Now.
Alright, Chagga will mage hand the letter open
Okay.
from like 10 feet away.
Okay, there's this a small burst of magic.
Yep.
It is a detector of some sort. But nothing explodes, nothing terribly obvious. It's got a bunch of words in it.
Okay, well, he'll go over and read it.
Hey, Duck can read.
Okay. Do you have like linguistics, profession, lawyer, something that would deal with contracts?
He speaks Infernal.
That helps.
He's got a +10 in linguistics,
Okay.
a +30 in appraise.
Praise is probably is synergistic. For sure.
Sense motive +13. Is the letter threatening?
Is the letter threatening me? You could do a sense motive if you like. You could add the +2 for having good appraise.
No. Give me a second. I'm going to psychometry the letter.
Nice.
And I'm going to use my spell that adds to the. What is that? No, it's object reading. psychic impressions left upon an object by emotionally or physically charged events in the item's history, or information imprinted by the charge object, or a psychometry check. Again,
Okay.
plus 10 competence bonus to this roll. And psychometry. I think for every 5 I beat 20? Is that how it works?
Every 10.
Every 10.
It takes one, like, if you're doing this, the spell, I don't know if it speeds it up, but by default it takes a minute per item.
I assume we're not in any time crunch, so let me just double check what my bonus is. So I've got something that already grants me a plus 10. This allows me to gain 1 piece of information per round.
Okay, so instead of 1 per minute, it's per round.
Instead of 1 minute, yeah. So that's the advantage of the spell, and I think this may allow me to do it multiple times because it doesn't say anything about the limit.
Yeah, psychometry is check once per day and
Yep.
concentrate.
Yep.
Okay.
This one basically says it returns the same information as a psychometry occult check, and then a number of pieces of information. I still need to make a check, so I think it's a way around the once per day. All right, let's make the roll. It's 30. 44.
Okay, so that is 1,
3 pieces of
2,
information.
3 pieces of information. You're a very small amount away from 4 pieces of information.
6. No, I'm not gonna burn a mythic for that.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's information related to the previous owner of the item. Okay. So a very competent tiefling, question mark, wrote this document.
Okay.
The tiefling question mark, a very competent evil outsider wrote this document. Their name is Zuggtmoy Legal.
Okay, if you could paste these things, including the law firm name.
Sure.
That'd be awesome.
Okay. There was embarrassment and revenge at the heart of the request to craft this. It is a spiteful request at its heart.
Okay. Reading, spiteful, and embarrassed.
The pen and ink, the pen, ink, and paper
Yep.
was fashioned in hell.
All right. I'm assuming that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right then. Chagga will wander over to the letter and give it a read.
Okay. Give me a linguistics check.
Oh, big words.
It is full of big words. Give them big words.
No. We'll add a mythic point to this. I roll 1, 12.
Your name is in there.
Yep. Hey, that's my name.
It's the word orphanage shows up. Your father's name is in there somewhere.
Ew, this nonsense.
It's gobbledygook. You know that there's like, you're not certain whether or not like the transitive properties of like verbs and nouns and like negatives and double negatives are actually translating through. So you don't know if it's saying good things or bad things.
Well, if they're writing it in a spiteful and embarrassed manner, this letter isn't good. Oh, it's legalese. I don't speak legalese. I think we know someone who does. Is there a date in it? Like, I have to do something by some date, or?
Yeah, there is a date in there. Give me a knowledge arcana, knowledge history.
And or?
Or.
We'll go with arcana.
Okay.
Pass 6. I think it's magical. Chuck is only concerned about the magic that he creates. 13. Oh my god, this character feels like a plebe.
You recognize a date, but it's not written in imperial time. It's a date written in like planar time, you think. One of the planes, not certain which. Maybe hell. But it's not.
I have keys that bring me to planes. And labels on the keys.
So we don't get them confused. You're not certain. There's a date in there. There's actually a couple dates in there, but you're not certain how they translate into current time.
Yeah. He'll tuck it back into the envelope and stick it in his pocket. And next time he sees Barnabus, he'll get him to read it.
Okay.
It's your court date. Your court date for the pit fiend. You might want.
Yeah. Chuck is not too worried. What do? We stole some books from an orphanage? We threw our weight around a little bit? What did we do at your, like...
Don't remember.
Give me an int check.
12. Bastard.
Yeah. Oh, they were.
6.
They were collecting information on us.
That's right.
Okay. They were collecting information, and then let me see.
Those books, yeah.
6?
Yeah.
I remember. Hey, you wrote something down for them, and you sent it off. You never know what you wrote down. You wrote them something. You left them with something in a letter form.
Yeah, I threatened them, I think.
Yep, that's what's written down as.
Yeah. Time for this nonsense. Maybe that was already yesterday. Chuck has got the wisdom that he shouldn't let the thing that he doesn't know, like, he just resigns himself to contacting Barnabus sooner than later.
Okay, you're contacting Barnabus?
I guess so.
Okay. Barnabus, you're looking for singing steel? Okay. Chagga is sending. You're also currently working on your PhD.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
looking for Singing Steel, looking for trying to write your PhD. You're in the, you're underneath the dwarf home, I believe. Like, you're guarding the gate, writing your PhD.
Yep.
Every once in a while, the golem walks around.
Barnabus,
There's a troll once in a while.
I received a letter from hell. It looks like it's written in legalese. Could use a moot. Also interested in a gift exchange sometime in early spring. Should I come to you? Chagga? Any words? Yeah, any words is
The
that?
response is, don't sign anything. Yes, come to me. I will allow a scry. Gifts are always good.
Yeah, we haven't finished sorting the treasure, so we're not going to bring in the gifts this visit.
Yep.
We don't know what's in the spell books and all that stuff, but yeah, perhaps I should Dassod,
Yeah, boss.
and grab your pack. Got a little jaunt to make.
Alright.
Good question. Did we skip the subs thing? He wanted to look at the mask in the book.
You don't have the book yet.
No. The book that has no title. And the mask that is morphing.
Okay, we can.
We do it.
We'll do it next.
No, you don't have that yet.
No, he doesn't have the
The morphing book and the mask.
he has the holy canon that he can't read.
No, you're right, because we got that when we met these guys.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
you picked it up in the
I
bookshop
thought we already had it.
at the
right?
Tower of Summoning, or
Yes.
in.
Correct. So you get
Yeah.
those at the same time. So the thing I've got works.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I thought
Yeah, we went back in time.
Yeah.
Barnabas was writing his PhD during their downtime.
Yeah.
Okay,
Guardian
we're gonna go visit my friend Barnabas Darby.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want me to grab all the books and stuff like that?
Well, no, we don't know what they are yet. All right. Chagga will whip up a little dessert.
Make me some. Show him some powdered sugar all over his mustache. Dirt.
Shine me, will you? Oh, look at those ones. 18. They're hastily made like chocolate cookies.
Oh, they're chocolate brownies. Same thing. Really.
Yeah, they're chocolate.
Mediocre.
They're chocolate lumps. No, I don't have time for this. The letter could be expiring. He jams the letter into the basket. It's got chocolate on it now, and he'll go to see Barnabas. Well, he'll scry on Barnabas and then teleport there.
All right. I am going to conversation layer.
Okay.
We cannot merge the maps now. It's too much already. Then, if I could get a Barnabas to
Oh, weird.
oh, weird. Only I could have seen the lead.
What map are we on, sorry?
Conversation.
Are we using tired Barnabas or just Barnabas?
This is just Barnabas.
Okay.
Tired Barnabas, I think, is Barnabas' soul. So he's in soul form.
Yep.
Unless Barnabus gets tired. Alright, Barnabus. Working a PhD. You got this one clause that you've rewritten like 8 times. Rewritten, you thought about it 8 times. You didn't actually write it down yet. You haven't written down anything yet. It's all currently
It's all in my
visual
head.
structures. You're writing, rewriting.
Where do we teleport to?
Underneath the like the dwarven temple.
Okay.
It's under Mount Root, whatever it's called.
Mountain Route?
Mountain Root. Yeah. Mountain Root Temple. Barnabus is currently guarding the gate and
Oh,
writing his PhD.
What a pleasant place you've brought me to, Barnabus.
Oh, right, I'm guarding the gate to the astral plane. You remember, Eamon? Just give me a second to finish this paragraph.
Yeah, alright.
Eamon, you look well.
He's fucking miserable.
I think his horns are falling off at this point in time.
Yeah, they're still full.
He's got some sort of horrible disease.
Okay. Chagga gives him a little nod.
If you want tiefling bits, they're all over the
You,
place.
you remember Kev?
Oh, right, yes, Kev.
Horrible.
How are you, Kev?
I'm doing great, sir. Wait, you're on, yeah.
No, he seems to be doing quite well for himself, though. Chagga's like looking you up and down with his arcane sight, sees all the magic rolling off of you. Yeah.
It's like flashlights everywhere.
Yes, I've become quite the businessman.
I hear that. Oh, we've received Amadeus in his rather pauperish state. I would have expected Amadeus to have had a bit more equipment.
Yes, well, if he hadn't been an absolute fucking fool, he would have.
What pray tell happened?
He had a sudden case of Sunny is what happened. You met the druid. Have you met the druid of Volcanica?
No, I can't say I have.
Oh, believe me, you'll be hearing about him someday. Anyway, apparently the problem with Amadeus being grumpy was he was under the effects of he was made evil by magic.
Oh, I see.
And now Sunny made him not evil and returned him to his saintly-like state, which put him in a grave bit of guilt.
Oh.
And he took his absolute fucking fortune and gave it to a doppelganger priest for charity.
Sun throws up.
The fortune of you chasing after draconic treasure.
If I told you how much he gave away, it would make you weep.
Oh, I brought chocolate things.
Oh, well, it's appreciated. It's a nice effort.
The stoves at Fort Manius are horrible.
I believe everything.
These are the best you ever made, Chagga.
Just let's duck and explore the chamber.
He
the
hands
room
the
chamber.
cookies to Eamon.
Yeah.
So, Eamon wool parts.
Oh, I received this letter that I can't make heads or tails from.
All right.
He opens up the letter and reads it.
Oh, you're being sued.
You are being sued.
For what?
The ownership of Doomhold.
Apparently,
Who's contesting it?
It's being contested primarily in the name of a man named Gregor of the Nine. Apparently, a family contract with Asmodeus was breached by Chagga.
okay.
And in violation of this contract, that was like his uncle, one of his uncles had done a deal with Hell, and Chagga, in making threats and stealing from the Asmodean church, particularly the orphanage, I believe it's 6 of 9, was in breach, and therefore Doomhold is forfeit. 3 of 9, he has 24 hours from the opening of this letter to file a challenge to this claim, At which point it will be processed. It will be processed and forwarded to the appropriate members of the imperial legal system.
When did you open this?
Oh, right before we spoke, about an hour ago.
Alright. He takes his papers, make sure they're all good,
Yeah.
puts them in his bag, pulls out some more papers. You're lucky you're my fucking friend.
What does it all mean?
Well, it means that this Gregor is,
Do I know Gregor?
Knowledge religion, knowledge local,
Who's Gregor?
or an int check.
I don't know. Give me a second. Chagga doesn't have fucking skills. Knowledge nobility plus 6. Knowledge religion plus 10.
Religion or nobility.
Okay. $13.
13. Sounds like an Asmodean name.
I have no idea who this person is.
well, he is, I will take 10 on knowledge religion, you say?
Yep. So he is the Asmodean. I'm just going to start talking because I know what your numbers are. You could say it's 60 something.
Well, if I take 10, it's 72.
Perfect. So he is basically the administrator in charge of the orphanages, and what they're referring to here is a slight against the orphanage 3 of 9, where holy artifacts were stolen, and this blasphemy broke the contract.
Do you have a copy of this contract?
No.
We are going to write a, I'm going to put myself down as your attorney.
Excellent. Oh, we did visit an orphanage. They were spying on us.
And you stole some things.
Mother Victim's library consisted of 206 books.
What were these books?
They were books with intimate knowledge about people they were scrying upon, including us and our party, if I remember correctly. We did not give them permission to scry upon us.
Is that illegal under Imperial law?
Give me a.
I don't know what you privacy laws are with regards to magic.
And the orphanage isn't in Imperial lands. It's way off in mountains near the volcano.
Scrying on people is going to depend upon family status, the use of the information, the status of the method of scrying. Is it appropriately recorded, right? If the Church of Asmodeus is in proper agreement with the Imperium and their information sharing is correct, then this could be totally legal. But having it be correct against Chagga, who's noble, is much more dubious. Okay. It's much harder for that to be.
They also captured one of our people, Zogel, right?
Yep. They captured your random.
They captured he's a soldier. They captured a member of my Imperial Foreign Legion and charmed him and gathered intelligence on us. They're spies.
All right.
And we treated them as if they were a hostile force and retrieved the information before it could be. Oh, we also took this scale. Once per day, copy a non-magical book perfectly.
Yep. What's the quirk?
So, 216 books a scale, and I think we killed the fiend that was doing the spying.
Give me a knowledge arcane, or he's talked about, or knowledge religion. He talked about a scale.
Yep.
He talked about an orphanage, a specific orphanage, and about some fiend who was spying.
Okay, so this is one.
You can pick planes, you can pick
Okay.
religion, you can pick arcane.
We really didn't have time
You're gonna go
for.
with planes because I've got so many take 20s on planes.
We really didn't have time for all this, but we couldn't let this abide. It's the reason why. Are we protected here?
Okay. Well, it's fine. Yeah, you protect.
Well, no one's scrying on us right now. Nothing's going off.
I would know. Someone was
Well, it's the reason why we kicked your buffoons out of the Tower of Summoning.
God, first of all,
were hiding there.
Not buffoons, the highly educated men and women who are at times quite irritating.
Yes, we've already had. Our security has already been compromised once with Zogles getting captured.
So we are going to contest this claim.
Yes, and I would like to. Can you, for wasting my time, can there be a compensation?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we'll split the compensation 50-50.
Yes, just for the case of
Three
this,
ways.
I will be charging you 10,000 gold pieces,
We apparently don't
which
make-
they will, of course, be covering as part of your compensation.
Or the military will cover it, because I'm sure that they don't want. The Imperial Foreign Legion, they were lucky. I bet you if I rolled this uphill, we'd be squashing that orphanage.
In that case, why don't we drop the bill after the court case?
10,000 appears to be fine.
Oh.
You don't need that right this second, do you?
And of course, no, of course not. Of course not.
Okay, Eamon. The hobo-looking dude in military gear has picked up a piece of your horn and is now putting it in his, is sticking it in his mouth.
Barnabus. Oh, that's disgusting. Stop it! Stop it!
Oh, too late.
What are you doing?
It tastes dusty.
Can
It's
you
disease!
can't change into outsiders, right?
Hmm?
You can't change into outsiders, right?
That's it.
Okay,
Tiefling.
give me a character level check.
I did. I did 37.
Okay. You
Do I have to
give me
change right
a
away?
will save or a fort save. It'd be a fort save.
Do I have to change right away? Or can I not?
You consumed it. You consumed it to try to ingest the dana. It'd be a fort save.
Come on here. 21.
Okay. Go to your identities list.
Okay.
How many identities do you have?
14. 15.
15. Okay. You begin violently shedding your skin.
Oh shit.
Roll a d15.
Okay. Oh, how many do I have? 13 actually.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
A d13.
Don't look at me! 7.
Okay. What's the seventh identity?
Oh, it's Zagan Belichick.
Okay. So he turns into this weird version of Zagan Belichick, and his skin and
Who has an infernal bloodline. He adds infernal. Okay.
Yep. He turns into this.
Interesting.
Is it possible to interrupt whatever's happening with a true form spell?
Yes.
Barnabus will cast True Form on the clearly polymorphing and having a problem with it guy.
Chagga's standing back and letting Dassod learn.
Don't stick random pieces in your
Don't
mouth.
resist.
Are they mythic?
It's not a mythic spell.
No. Fails.
Okay, well, enjoy your suffering.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So what happens to his seventh form?
So your seventh form is being twisted and tormented
Right.
into the shape of a tiefling with some form of scabies. You add shedding to that form,
Right.
and it no longer looks like Belichick, it looks like a tiefling version of Belichick.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Someone's going to get into paints tonight.
Or the AI
Or
generator?
the AI generator,
Yeah, tiefling, male, human,
Shedding.
shedding.
It will be very difficult to not leave traces of yourself behind when you change into this form.
All right then.
Did you resist?
No.
I should have fucking worked.
Yes, well, back to the court case.
Yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry about that. Stop looking at me!
Fucking minions, am I right?
Yes.
Amy, get the man a chair. He doesn't need to stand. He's
Oh,
a captain in the military for crying out loud.
I can float, and Chagga just lifts off. It's fine. Bobbing up and down.
I have a few questions, and we go through again. We write basically.
Okay,
It's just
your knowledge planes was the last question I asked.
That'd be. I'm going to do the memory thing I can do, so I can add my int again. So the total will be. Oh fuck it! I will add a inspiration point. Just to see if we can break 100. 102.
Okay. There are 9 sets of those scales that they stole. Whenever you copy a book, it actually gets copied into the 9 different libraries of hell. And they would probably really want that back. And that the thieving of that is probably what triggered such an aggressive response. But they didn't simply go, well, still we'll take your soul. They're like, no, we're going to take all of your property. And if you, in the fine print, they're probably looking for his soul as well, kind of on the back half, but they're beginning like a major law firm soul.
Okay, so the response will be we are contesting this. However, do you still have the scale?
Oh, yeah, it's right here. I pulls it out of my bag.
Alright, so this actually is a sacred artifact as noticed. Now, I would suggest to you, to make this all go away, is we will write that we are contesting everything in it. However, we would be willing to waive our complaints and grievances if they waive theirs and we return the scale.
Are you any good at this, Barnabus?
I've only tried one case, but I was a banger and I really knocked it out of the park. Yeah, I'm quite good.
This is hell that's suing me.
Yes.
Can you beat them?
Are you fucked up, Colonel?
Given what's coming in his near future, I fucking hope so.
Let's leave that as a card in our back pocket, should it come to it. You can negotiate any time, right?
Yes, anytime.
Well,
This is right now, things are kind of even. They might have something in their back pocket as well.
oh, maybe
And
we
that
should
might
figure out what
change
that
the
is
balance.
before we don't want to give them everything up front. Sue them back.
Alright. Kidnapping, what are your grievances?
Spying on the Imperial Foreign Legion.
So not only are we contesting it, we are countersuing.
There's a countersuit being drafted.
And we want
And it's all this emotional damage.
and we want for our time 1,000,000 square miles in hell.
Barnabus Knight, why don't you do something on this? Second thought, maybe hell's the best place.
No, how about this? The taxes from 1,000,000 square miles in hell.
It could be from a place that doesn't have anybody.
You know that the taxes from hell are actually souls, right?
Ooh.
Hey, how's that?
Not wrong.
Are they worth anything?
Why, yes, they are.
Do we know who's suing me?
Oh, yeah.
This is annoying. I don't. Is it this guy? Oh, I read the letter. No, the object reading. I couldn't make sense of it. So,
Are you talking about the attorney?
yeah, this is written by Zygmunt Legol, who presents himself as a tiefling, but he is an evil outsider of Legol and Son's law. He was spiteful and embarrassed.
Knowledge, please.
Sure.
I will take 20 and do the memory thing again. And spend an inspiration point. And just for you, my good friend Chagga, spend a mythic point.
Oh, I feel something special is happening.
Gotta get your 10,000 gold pieces worth. Get the Imperium's 10,000 gold pieces worth.
122.
Okay, so that is a prestigious law group that focuses primarily on actions with mortals in that realm of the law of hell. They are not on the level of Stew, but they're like one tier below. We're talking like a double A tier law firm, not a triple A tier law firm. Stew has a much broader catalog. You go through a wide array of interactions. Legal and Sons is.
But Legal and Sons is a lawyer.
It is a law.
Who is suing me?
They are suing on behalf
Of whom?
Gregor of the Nine.
Of the Nine.
Why did this happen to me?
And Gregor of the Nine is who?
Gregor of the Nine is someone who made a deal with apparently your uncle or great uncle.
It is a great uncle.
Great uncle, way back when.
Gregor of the Nine what?
It is Gregor of the Nine is his name.
Of the Nine Hills?
Yes.
Oh, I think I've heard of that before.
I'm playing him for one rank in
Zero ranks.
Zero ranks in all plays. In check.
Yes.
So, is Gregor rich?
Is Gregor even alive?
Gregor.
Or are they suing on behalf of his estate?
Well, they're suing on behalf of Gregor. Gregor of the Nine is. You think he actually has a sire or child that has the same name, but it's the original Gregor. You think is now a horned devil in the abyss or in hell. There is a mortal man that also goes by Gregor of the Nine that is a member of the administration in the Asmodean lands.
The theocracy of
The theocracy.
So
is
the
what
Grand
I'm looking for.
Basilica.
Yeah.
So who owns the orphanages? Who's responsible for this fiend spying on us on the orphanage?
Ultimately, who legally responsible, you mean?
Sure.
But there's often a difference.
Who owns the orphanages?
The owner of the orphanage is
The Grand Basilica. They are a charity. They're a charity work on the lands of Volcanic.
Okay, so our countersuit is to Gregor of the Nine, as well as to the Grand Basilica of Asmodeus.
the general plan is when you're suing is you sue everyone and then just stop.
Oh, and well, they then sue the lawyers for wasting my time.
We could try.
And here's what I want. I want 1,000,000 man-hours to construct Dunehold.
I gotta write this down.
1,000,000 man-hours to construct Dunehold to my specifications.
1,000,000 man-hours. Now, will you settle for devil hours?
The equivalent of 1,000,000 man-hours to construct Dunehold to my specifications. The fortress will appear overnight.
It's possible.
I don't know if that's too much or not. Eamon, do you know anything about
No. You ask for everything. You ask for the moon and hope you get the clouds. It's
1,000,000?
1,000,000 to.
It was only 2,800 man years.
That's a team of 100 dudes working for 28 years, which is enough to build like most of the major monuments.
So
Okay.
I could build like massive Dunehold.
So what you
kind of-
have to do here is you also have to be very specific. So you've asked for 1,000,000 man-hours. Now they might give you one man. And it'll take him a minute.
Oh yes, that's why we have it. We want 1,000,000 man-hours within the span of a year.
Within a year, okay.
of competent workers to achieve the task of the specifications that I will provide. Now I need someone to design the place.
I know a guy who'll charge.
And we want no skullduggery or any traps or secret places that are not part of the schematics.
I know a cannon.
Premium.
I have a cannon map
Oh.
if you're interested.
Oh yes, of course.
1 million
You are part of the. You are in the army.
Cannons are quite effective, yes. Rather bulky, hard to move around.
Costs.
Oh, and then any claim on the Dune Hold from Hell, its agents, this world or any other world, should be broken. Or, how do you say, null and void?
Wave it to it.
And some sort of reinforcement of my ownership of Dunehold in perpetuity, and that of any of my, well, any sort of form I may take in my advanced years.
Are you talking about lichdom?
I'm not planning on becoming Lich. He glances at Eamon to see if he cares about what's going on in the conversation.
We remember Menaphon, right? It wasn't a good look.
It wasn't a good look.
No.
No. Clones, perhaps. Save a few pounds.
Push yourself to lose weight. It's bad again. You're like, I'm too fat in your new clothes.
Get to do it all over again. Ozempic. Clone Zempic.
When you work on strengthening your claim to Dunehold, they can't really help you with that. All they can do is waive any rights or
Oh, that's fine.
or
Well,
liens they might have.
This appears that it's been a successful visit.
Well, as long as I can get this done and delivered before the next 20 hours.
Delivered to where?
Oh, I just filed it with the court. It's for Imperial Court? Yep. The courthouse is, I can get there really quick.
I mean, yeah, you're going to go to the capital.
Right.
You've been there. You cut spells.
Oh, all right.
Do I need a signature on anything, or?
Ideally, you would have a signature. They would actually make a blood mark, but
You need me to sign somewhere.
you could also arcane mark. He is a mage.
Yeah, I'll take your arcade mark. Let me finish this up. I'll be in touch. I'm gonna need your arcade mark when I'm done.
Oh, yeah. Chagga just puts his arcane mark on it.
On a piece of paper.
And
Use this.
Barnabus writes himself as the new owner of Dunehold.
If this is successful, you should add in a bonus for yourself.
Will do.
Reasonable, Barnabas, reasonable.
Of course.
Besides, if this happens quickly, do you know any architects?
I am an architect.
No, seriously.
No, I'm an architect.
I'm an engineer.
Within,
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I do everything.
okay, prove it, Chagga. Just sketch, I don't know, 4 different types of columns.
Okay. Sketches 4 different types of columns.
Do they need architecture engineering?
No.
Just give me your.
You're eyeballing it.
Give me your craft.
He has appraise plus 30.
Appraise?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be appraise. Give me a craft. It's either
Knowledge engineering.
knowledge engineering could work. Yeah.
Okay, I will take 10, and it's because he's just doing it fairly
Yeah.
quickly. It's a 57.
Okay.
Oh my, Barnabas.
Those are definitely columns.
And this one's got the little loopy things on the bottom, and this one looks really sturdy. That one's very
And
square.
if you look here, that's the secret door.
All right. When we're done with this hell task, I might task you to design Dunehold for me.
Alright, but it's going to be like a part, because I make a lot of money doing this whole adventure thing.
Yes, Dunehold is. Keep in mind, there's a mile radius teleportation trap on Dunehold.
That's always useful though for defense.
Yes.
That's way bigger than they're supposed to be, particularly if there's nothing there.
There was probably something there.
Barnabus, there is likely an artifact or something hiding in the ground that's connected with the trap. That is usually put at like the heart of a city. There's probably something along those lines. You're just familiar with like how the Imperium does magic.
How big did you say that teleport drop?
Is it a mile or half a mile? It's large. Very big.
Have you done much exploration in the area?
Of the castle, yes. Most of my family were turned into undead and died there.
My condolences. I mean, most
Chagga
of
is
them are
currently-
fucking dicks, but still.
Chagga is currently like not thinking about it, eating the not terribly great cookies.
Yep.
He's got started to.
Okay, we can get you some decent cookies.
Oh, yes, I'm just nervous eating here.
Amen, go to the inn and pick up that pie I made. I'm saving it for later. Chagga here needs some comfort food, clearly.
Thank you.
Now, so I will get to this after first I've got to draft your letter, and then I've got this whole PhD finish.
Oh,
I can't ever read when I work.
Most of it's still blank. He hasn't actually written it down yet. He's just got the papers he wants to put the words on.
it is your handwriting, I think.
Well, it's the first draft, is what that is.
Chagga doesn't understand probably the thesis at the front. Very interesting.
I thought so.
Chagga's lying.
Alright, so I write the paper he needs where we're arguing against their case and we're countersuing for everything under the sun.
Okay. Give me the profession lawyer check. It's technically 3 of them. You've got your countersuit. You've got your injunction. You claim for an injunction, and then you've got the suit against hell. You're trying to sue hell, and like you're trying to sue the moral world and hell is what I heard described.
I don't want to sue hell. I want to sue that one devil.
You want to sue that law firm? Just the law
just
firm.
the law firm.
Okay.
He doesn't want to sue hell.
Okay.
Groundbreaking.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the outcome of that.
You're his friend, he'll spend them at hit points.
No, okay, so 94, I'm going to add D6s to those. So 99, 97, and 95.
Okay. You are confident in what you have written.
At the bottom of it, he basically writes, "Don't make me embarrass you."
On a sticky note or something.
Hey, you mind if I help? You busted. What are you writing, by the way? Some linguistics?
No, well, it's technically profession lawyer.
I can help with linguistics.
Yes,
It's profession lawyer.
it's
Cool.
profession lawyer. He rolls his linguistics.
Okay. I need one more check from Barnabus.
Okay.
I need an int check DC 50.
Okay. Is this a memory-based one?
It is a memory-based one.
Okay, I got double my. And can I spend a mythic point on this?
You can.
Can
I get 50.
Do we know? Do I see Chagga? Do I see Barnabus struggling with something?
I automatically get 50 if I spend the mythic point.
Okay. You didn't forget the paragraph that you were rewriting in your mind for the 8th time before they showed up and made you do all this stuff. You pick up right where you left off.
Fuck's sakes, right?
Right on. Alright.
Hey, there's a sound of a golem stomping this way, and you see a dwarf coming down a hallway.
That's okay, they're friends.
hello?
I turned it back into.
Don't be surprised if he just refers to you as Imperial.
I turned into Kevin while
He does that with everyone who's over 5 feet tall.
You should have told me that you had friends. Imperials.
All Imperials are friends.
All hail the five-faced god, and he salutes the.
He's a dwarf.
Eh,
He's a priest of Mort.
A priest, eh?
trolls wandered around again.
A troll, eh?
Oh, oh my.
No, he's gentle soul.
Oh. Where is this place?
Oh, we're in Overlook.
And that leads to the astral plane.
Yeah.
Is it hot there?
No.
Oh.
Is it astral?
It's where gods go to die.
Oh.
Gods, eh?
Oh, it's filled with all sorts of other monstrosities as well, but yeah.
That's not.
Have you gone there to loot yet?
Yeah. One of us, who went?
Brennis.
Brennis did.
One of us did go, found a dead god, nothing there worth looting.
Interesting.
Someone had already been.
Good to know. Good to know.
The holy remains of a fallen son of Moradin lie through that astral gate.
Oh.
The sooner we can let souls flow, the better.
I see.
Right.
This is awkward, staring at one another.
Grabs the remaining of the chocolate baskets. A treat.
Takes one. Takes a second one, then starts to walk up the stairs. He's down here by himself. He's not cooking no DC 18 cookies. These are fantastic cookies.
Oh yeah, he's creating bland food for himself.
Blessings. Blessings upon you.
Really bland potatoes and really, really chewy bland pork. Very dry.
Yep, very dry.
Every night.
Okay.
Alright, so he takes as long as it takes. And
Okay. It takes you an hour per document to get the basics written down. You're pretty precise with your language in terms of you're doing it,
and there's demands for discovery. And,
yeah. Now, is your intent to show how smart you are, or to baffle them with bullshit?
no, show how smart I am.
Okay, so they're very easy it's very easy, clean, crisp documentation. Where the person who wrote this basically wrote a trap in letter form.
Yeah.
Where the whole idea was you read it, you have no idea what's going on. Hopefully you don't act within the time frame, and then you win.
Yeah.
Really lowbrow, shitty lawyers do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything you require for me at this point, Barnabas?
No, not really.
All right.
I've been stuck here down here for days, which is him.
We collected some spell books and some alchemy books, and we don't really have an alchemist or a wizard in our party.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Chagga is
One
guilty
each.
as sin. Chagga is like he is hiding something. I don't know if you care that he's hiding
Was
something.
it more?
Mort was lost in the abyss.
Oh. That's unfortunate. I mean, if anyone's going to thrive there, I mean.
Yes, he tried to turn on us, the bastard.
Oh. Oh, well, sorry to hear that. I knew him better than that. I mean, he was always a rotten little stink, but still.
When it came down to it, he was offered a tremendous amount of power and would have seen us all die to receive it. We all were in a very precarious situation at the time.
Yeah, it was kind of bad.
Clearly you did what you had to do to save your group.
Well, to save my own skin as well. Oh, thank you for Amadeus, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you'll find him tremendously helpful. You can get him to suck on people's faces, that's very helpful too, but apparently he's not, doesn't like doing that now.
Oh, well,
Don't worry, he's still top notch when it comes to things. He's very good at tying people up.
the things that we are going to be fighting, we have to go to some abyssal maze to find a minotaur in order to wander through the iron maze, because minotaurs don't get lost.
It's the Iron Maiden.
Knowledge planes is going to be a big number.
I will take 20 and use my memory thing. I'm then using Mythic. And I will use an inspiration point.
Was that Kev? You all right?
Yeah, well, no, I was you. Mr. Barnabus, sir, you seem to know a lot about stuff.
Yeah.
Did you just see what he did?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
He pretty much wrote my whole case, I think, on those 2 scraps of paper.
Shit, I don't have enough way to get a +1
What are you doing?
knowledge plate.
I just thought we made you.
Guidance is luck bonus?
Yeah, Dassod aids you. Give me a sec, I'll roll. Oh, yeah. Now that's a plane, right, sir?
Guidance is a competence bonus.
Okay.
Eamon can help.
I aided you.
Oh, yeah, Eamon's aids are like.
Eamon can help, and fuck, I should have got help with fucking documents too from my Eamon. Oh no, he can't help with that. Never mind. I get auto aids from the imp, which brings it to 103, and Eamon
Oh,
helps. Eamon
do you have a new
aids
bird?
108.
108.
Yeah. With the help of the parrot and
Yeah.
Eamon.
Okay.
Little conference.
Adam is having a mental stupid. So
Yep.
I need to.
Yeah.
The neutral evil plane that's on the border of the Iron Cube. The name of the plane is escaping me.
The name of the Iron Cube floating place?
Yes.
Acheron.
Acheron. It is a maze within Acheron.
You go to Acheron.
Well, this is where the Iron Lord lives, I believe. He's the one that's opening up portals via these towers. We took over a tower and slept in it for a month.
So this maze is sort of like one of the core properties of the interior of one of the cubes of Acheron.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking about this Iron Keep. This Iron Keep is a mobile command center type
His eyes are going wide.
type construct or building that uses the maze as a source of magic to help move its parapets around.
Do you understand how incredible it is that you got one of those? You still have the tower.
Well, we returned it to its rightful. Did we leave it somewhere? What did we do with that tower?
We just left it in the village, didn't we?
No.
We got it stuck somewhere, and
Yeah,
then
we got it stuck somewhere. Yeah.
You got it stuck.
and then we got it unstuck,
You got it unstuck.
and
Then you stole the key.
yeah.
And you ran away.
The tower is in a little village to the south, in the war zone there.
But we've got the key.
We really got ambushed when we first showed up to that village. We thought we would have more time. Oh, I digress. We stole the key. Here it is. So you plug the key into the tower, and then the tower could go bloop to other places. Blooping. Dee Dee did the calculations.
Oh, that's your little tiny.
It's the one that likes to paint. You'll meet her one day, I think.
Okay, sure. So you got your hands on one of the towers,
One of the small towers. I think there's bigger things.
but yeah, there's a few of them. They use the power of Acheron, the cube.
Oh yes, we're gonna go there and take that over.
So the Iron Citadel would be.
Oh,
the big one that
and I
costs-
also heard you captured a flying castle.
Yes. And then we let it go.
Don't worry about Barnabus. I have a wonderful idea. If we build Dunehold, feel free to build a few places in Dunehold for you, but we should also make a place in Dunehold where one of those towers goes. And then I could rule the goblin nations from the Iron Fortress, and Dunehold will be my place on this world.
I'm sorry, you can walk.
Oh, I've got a little title that is growing a bit amongst the goblins. They call me, what is it? Chagga Kong, or Chagga Khan, Big Nose of the Charmed Goblin tribe.
They went with big nose, didn't they?
Kong and Khan, I think, are different words of king, and Chagga's probably.
You sure you want to go with that?
Chagga Kong has a really nice ring to it. Chagga Khan I sort of like as well.
Well, do you speak Goblin?
Of course I do, he's speaking in Goblin.
You sure you want to go with King or some variation thereof?
Does the Imperium own Acheron?
No, they do not.
Oh, well, then there I can be Chagga Kong, and here I can be Big Nose. Do you know, it's very fascinating culture. It's almost like they do mental backflips. My nose isn't very big. Some of the goblins' honkers are just massive, the size of a sheep's bladder.
Yes, well, it is fascinating culture. It is.
But they will
Very
acknowledge me as
goblin
Big Nose, even though I don't have the biggest nose. It's sort of like a title of honor as opposed to an actual measurement of noses.
Interesting. Oh, and I think we just shoot the shit for hours. I
haven't
seen you all time.
Yes, exactly. Chagga's broken out some provisions.
David shows up with the pie.
With the pie. Oh, this is lovely.
I made that. Secret is cinnamon and just the right kind of sugar from this little halfling village not too far from.
Really? Architecture? When did you have a chance to pick up becoming an architect?
Oh, I'm also a master craftsman.
How?
I got very, very smart.
Oh, how so?
I was always smart. Upgraded some magic. Found some magic that altered my blood in just the right way. So it would affect my sorceress abilities, which made me smarter.
Eamon, you've got a very nice sword. Could you swing it at me?
What's the?
Swing it really hard. Go for the belly here.
Okay. Eamon will.
No, wait. There's nothing that stops interdimensional teleportation in this room, is there?
No, that's
Oh,
why I'm here.
go ahead, Eamon. Do
If
your
there
work.
were, I wouldn't be here.
Eamon will attack.
Okay.
He doesn't roll a 1, like he.
All right. I'll mirror dodge. Right behind Barnabas.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How did you do that?
Oh, we've discovered these strange powers. They seem to be reawakening on this world.
Delicious.
What kind of power?
Mythical powers?
Can I smell it off him?
You don't smell mythic?
Somebody else?
Memories.
We've been harvesting.
No, I guess not.
Have we had the day for all harvesting conversation before? Or
We haven't.
okay. Apparently, there are things in my family. Chagga carries this rod that's like fucking tied to one of his gauntlets. He also can make it disappear in his gauntlet, so he makes the rod appear. It's a rod of godly harvest.
Is it a date for a woman, or?
Yeah.
Where did you get this?
This belongs to the Dune family. There's one of my ancestor spirits inside. It doesn't come from him. It's more like he taught me how to siphon the energy.
Blood death.
I do believe that's what it was called. He makes it disappear.
You club things with that?
Yes. Well, actually, not specifically that. I have this weird metal shard that I stick through things. I think I could also club it.
We have much to speak.
You can channel your spells through it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I can channel my spells through this, but I also carry... oh, no, I carry the little piece for Los.
You haven't, Barnabus spends a mythic point and puts up a mage's private sanctum.
Yep.
Uh-oh. You haven't told anyone about this.
Well, most of our little group has been able to tap into these powers one way or the other.
Most of your group?
Oh, the Fae are different. There's a great goddess, one of the 1001 Fae, that is sort of sponsoring them, is the way that I understand.
But the military...
Oh no, we don't go into such discussions as to how we're doing the great deeds we're doing.
See, Barnabus is...
I know, so my fear is that someone will come and try to take it from me.
Yeah, Barnabus pulls out a dagger, slams it into the table.
Oh, it's that weird metal.
That's what allows you to siphon it. But
Oh.
not just anyone can do this. Apparently, you have to be of a certain quality. In fact, we found an entire mine of this fucking shit.
Amadeus have this power.
He does. I asked him not to speak of it.
Oh. Oh, well, I'm very glad that we requisitioned his aid.
Yeah.
Yes, it's only the Fae that seem to be getting it from their higher power, if you will.
What about Mort? Did he have it?
He got it from the weird pot, but it corrupted him. His power was that of stench and filth, and I think someone said he was feeding wealth to the entity in the pot.
Blasphemy.
He did not have this weird god's blood silver metal.
You just grab.
Oh yes, Crackle. Crackle fights other worshippers of war gods and has gotten it.
I think.
Yes, we were blessed. We're all blessed. It's rare, but we have discovered some creatures that, Vigil for one.
It is rare.
The big black shadowy dragon.
But I find it beyond the possibility of coincidence that the people in your group, rare as this power is, all have this ability.
Well, we had
Steelrose Expeditionary League are all capable of this.
You have a dunce in your group.
What's that?
You have a dunce. You have someone who does not have any power in your group.
Oh, so.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we have a member of our squad who's just really good at fireballs. He doesn't have this power.
Is he sworn to secrecy?
He's very limited in what he says.
Okay. Well, I will caution you to not let him speak of it to others.
I doubt many people have engaged in anything.
I doubt many would understand, but those that would crave this power.
Yes. we saved the goddess from certain doom.
Kudos, I suppose.
Well, I'm sure she's not going to betray her saviors, her little council of Fae. And, well, Vigil, he makes people blind when... Was it deaf?
To look upon him is to go blind, particularly
Yeah.
if you are not a human. A noble
Non-humans go blind when they see Vigil, which means he's not very much of a conversationalist.
Who's Vigil?
Oh, do I know who Vigil is?
Knowledge, history, knowledge, ability, royalty, knowledge, religion.
I will go with knowledge, religion. I'm just going to take 10 because I'm running out of
We think
brain
he's
steam.
we think he's some sort of demigod.
72.
He is a most devoted follower of the five-faced god. He is the vigilant one. He gave up his name as part of his devotion and was one of the original dragon slayers that came to Volcanica.
And I should.
He disappeared.
Makes sense. We found some dragon fighting artifacts that we then got good money for.
He quote unquote disappeared while waiting, and he was waiting for a great and powerful foe to arise, a great female dragon beyond all comprehension.
I feel like I want to have a word with Vigil.
He left a little closet that we found him in. I'm not too sure where he is. We convinced him to chase some horrible shadow dragon off of Volcanica. He was starting to hunt us. I think he wanted that power.
You know that in life he was a paladin. Like he was a paladin oracle.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Goody two shoes.
He allowed me to cast the spell of storms when we were defending one of the forts. It was the most magnificent channeling of power. I've been trying to ascend to that level of power since. It's an inspiration to all.
Yes, I've seen members of our group enhance their magical spells with it. It's quite impressive.
It appears that we have lots to do. Perhaps after this war, we'll work together.
Chagga.
We might also need your help to storm the Iron Lord's cube.
Well, our fees are very reasonable. I'm sure the Imperium can afford them.
No, I don't need lawyers.
No. Steelrose Expeditionary League. We're an accredited mercenary band.
Oh.
Do you know we've got a contract with the LCV, 120,000 a year on retainer, plus danger pay. This mercenary bitch, he's putting his feet up on.
Chagga looks mad for a moment. Oh, I'm happy for you.
Have we given these guys anything yet? Like any of the
No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that at the end of the month. We haven't sorted our treasure yet. Well, I'll still give you your spell books.
Thank you. But on a serious note, I was in a temple not too long ago. I came across an aspect of a demon lord sort of thing.
A demon?
Well, it was a demon, yeah.
Those are the ones from the abyss, right?
Yeah. This one was known as the Oracle.
Oh. What?
you get a knowledge religion in it?
Has that happened yet? Give me a second.
I think so.
Nesri Falls hasn't happened yet.
Oh, shit, never mind. I'm so smart I know what's going to happen.
That was the 4th of spring. We are in the 14th week of winter.
Don't cross the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Try not to.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, we can. I've no issues with collaborating. I'm sure. We use some help every now and then.
Why did we meet up again? Well, whenever the court case requires my
I'll let you know. They'll deliver it to me and not you this time.
presence on the 6th week of spring. We should be done with some of our training exercises. Let's endeavour to meet up again, and I don't know, we could exchange some of the gifts that I'm sure your group has found things that aren't
We have a
not
few
useful.
things- We have a few things in my mind.
Excellent. Anything? He is a genius.
So
Maybe you can ask him about that Minotaur.
you don't know how to. Just a quick reminder. Your magic's broken.
Right.
There's a genius here.
I could use your help with something.
What's that?
I kind of can't cast spells anymore. Well, I can, but if I do, I'm not gonna be able to do it anymore because they're not coming back. So I'm not doing it.
You are cursed.
Yeah.
Didn't we have this conversation
We
when
had
we were
it
We had it
in the Tower of Summoning?
in the Tower of Summoning.
Yeah. So I don't know if I want
Okay, so we skip over this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't trust me yet.
So you're distracted by Eamon. Like basically, since you changed and took his form, you've been basically staring him in the face. There's a weird part of you. Give me another will save.
Alright.
Oh, I'm sure that it will wear off.
First, I don't know.
What's your bonus against enchantment?
+2.
+2.
It's probably worth noting you ate corrupted, which is chaos flesh.
Give us a roll.
No.
We'll go with no, but I'll keep +2 in mind.
Okay. 33.
33.
I can add a d6 if I need to.
You are currently, well, not compulsed, very concerned about Barnabas's well-being. You additionally feel that it would be bad to let Barnabas come to harm. And when he speaks, it is...
Command almost.
No, it's not a command. Well, kind of. It's just very authoritative.
Even in Kev's form?
It still feels that way. It's just your head doesn't quite feel right. You're just kind of like
I don't know.
amazed by Barnabas.
I don't know. I've never been amazed by anybody.
Most importantly, it's the Minotaur.
Yeah.
If Kev here, Kev, you could turn into monstrous humanoids.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a piece of a Minotaur. So, but can I just turn into one? I should be able to.
I need a piece of one to turn into one.
No, not to copy, but I do have a monstrous humanoid.
You still need a piece of a Minotaur. You have to go find a Minotaur and take the hair.
I just need a piece of him to turn into one. Need to find one. But that's a different one though.
Who told us about this Minotaur?
This Minotaur's in here, give me a sec. This Minotaur.
What's up?
Execute.
Oh, the guy who doesn't have a mouth.
Told you. Yeah. It's in the abyss, Baphomet's realm, in the Ivory Labyrinth.
Minotaur plane in hell, or it's the plane of Minotaurs and mazes. Baphomet's realm. It makes sense that Barnabas in the Iron Maze, you think was designed by a Minotaur. So there's this ancient Minotaur that designed this maze.
So if you go to Baphomet's realm of the abyss, yeah, you will find, because he is a deacon with Minotaurs. Yeah, you should be able to get find what you're looking for there, because I'm fairly certain the maze you're going into was designed by one of these Minotaurs.
Yeah. So I need him or part of him to be able to get out. But is he just monstrous? Like, can I turn into him, or what?
You mean Baphomet?
No, the Minotaur in there. Specific one. There's a specific Minotaur.
Isn't there a specific one for it?
There's a specific Minotaur.
What's his name?
I never got that.
Who designed them?
I didn't get that.
Would you like me to send a sending to Extigan?
But I can do that. we check. Actually, yeah. Please go ahead. I'm low.
So he's most commonly known as the Cloven Architect.
And we need a piece of him.
Who knew that? No, him.
He would know that. You two don't know nothing about nothing.
The Cloven Architect.
Cloven Architect.
Groping blindly through our adventures.
There's a whole bunch of like lore blocks I wrote where I'm like, well,
Oh, that's nice. We know who we're supposed to go find. Is he a big Minotaur or a little Minotaur? Is he a friendly one? Is he something that you can turn into?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Generally, if like a Minotaur or something like that, yeah, I can do that. But like, I don't know about him.
so you know there are demon minotaurs that he probably couldn't turn into. You're not 100% certain on the Cloven Architect. He is very, very old.
Old as time old.
You're like old as time, kind of old. You'd be thinking kind of like damn near demigod kind of level of aged. There's like the greatest mazes in history. Pretty much all of the best like naturally occurring mazes are all attributed to this guy actually crafting them.
Okay.
He likes puzzles. He likes mazes. He's not known as being as brutal as other minotaurs, but he is still a minotaur.
Yeah. He is
The Cloven Architect?
The Cloven Architect.
He is an intelligent Minotaur. Very old, very wise, very cunning.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
But he might be even he's no normal Minotaur.
No.
At the very least, he has developed or acquired some outside traits, I imagine, if not demigod status at this point.
So I don't need to
Barnabus, so you said something interesting. He likes puzzles and mazes.
Yes.
I've seen children do these little puzzles at the back of newspapers. You follow the maze.
I'm familiar with them.
In all of your travels and your great knowledge as a polymath of multitude of trades, is there a puzzle book or some sort of grand puzzle box or something that would occupy the mind of something like the Cloven Architect that we perhaps could trade in exchange for, a bit of his flesh or poop or whatever it is you need to solve?
Here's one. Oh, sorry about that here.
Maybe let's see.
Something we can entice him with.
Oh!
How many days? That's something. He doesn't know you need it. Oh,
Is it one of the lighthouse cubes?
Yeah. Barnabas knows he has. There's on the dice. He'll have his cube.
Did I see it when he looked into the...
Yeah, look through his gear. Yeah.
He had a weird cube.
That's a maze. An extra-dimensional maze.
Oh.
Perhaps that would...
Interesting. We'll start with complimenting him on how lost we are. We'll give him the cube thing, but I'm thinking something that would keep his mind busy, like some sort of, I don't know, mechanical wonder or a puzzle book or something
You
that
make
hasn't
like a
been
custom-
solved.
a custom puzzle that you
Are you
make
thinking of
yourself?
something that Mark's missing, or?
No, I'm
Like
just
your skills.
Chagga wants you to give him a quest to go find the MacGuffin of puzzles.
Do I know of a great?
You know of several variants of great puzzle. You could list off a half dozen really good puzzles that, in terms of like different artifacts, items, locales. The question is going to be,
It's gotta be portable.
well, it's got to be portable. So that's 1, 3, and 6 off the list,
Yeah.
right? Okay, it's got to be like not on a lost one. Maybe on a lost one.
Lost one's doable at this point.
Like
we're going to the abyss.
That's another
like,
jump.
you know that on like Urak Tarak, there's a great dwarvish puzzle, right? There's like one of their lost treasures is a dwarven cube, a dwarven puzzle cube. But you don't know. Orcs have like you have no information beyond like orcs left. Yeah, somewhere there. We think didn't make its way. He mentioned Urak Tarak. Give me an in check.
Solid. Licking the pie plate or something. Do go on. I would have liked Chagga to know more, but it's just like, nah, he doesn't have skill
No, I
points.
felt the same way with Quintessence. Like,
Yeah.
so
Check.
few
In
skills.
And he needed some of them to actually do the psychometry type
Appraise,
unlocks.
max ranks and appraise.
23.
23. The builder in Dwarfholm might know something about that particular puzzle.
Oh. Builder in Warframe.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
You know the builder in Dwarfhome? Yeah, he might know something about that.
Jog my memory. It's been 11 months since we played this campaign last.
Dwarfhome. There's a guy called the builder.
It's like
The city of the dwarves?
Dwarfhome, it's the place where we
in
had
Crag,
the fight.
right? In the reliquary of Fort Crag.
Oh, yeah, we reminded them who the real masters of this world were. Barnabus, you would have been proud of me.
No doubt.
Okay, and in there was the entombed king.
Oh, we're talking about the extra-dimensional
Yep.
moving space. Oh, the one that Dee Dee talked to.
Yes.
Oh, we can go there and ask. All right, we can stop by
The
there.
entombed king who made the
What-
greatest of dwarven magics.
What is this puzzle box thing called?
Oh, you mean on the dice is?
No, the dwarf one.
Oh, it's called the.
Pick a name if you'd like, Mark.
Sounds made up to me.
It's called the Balderdash box. Balderdash.
The
Those
dash.
fools pick it up after 5 minutes, they'll balderdash and throw it.
You think it was some sort of like wedding gift that it didn't like? There's a story somewhere in there you don't quite have it on the tip of your tongue, where it was like it ended up being unlucky. It was like trying to find the right mate. It was a type thing, and it just didn't.
So an extra-dimensional maze, a really hard puzzle. It feels like we need to follow the rule of threes. What would be the last thing? Maybe something that... Is there any famous poetry that about mazes and labyrinths?
Can I think of any abyssal poetry?
No. It doesn't have to be abyssal. It's about... mazes and labyrinths and being lost in them. Being confounded by this... any stories, epic poems about being confounded by this Cloven Architect? Something that would stroke his ego a little bit.
But wrong.
but long.
Well, you don't want to go, oh, it's nice to like, all right.
What perform ranks do you have?
Oratory and I don't have sing yet, I don't think, at this point.
Okay, oratory would be most of your poems.
Yeah.
Give me a perform oratory.
I've got my things. I can take 10, which does not give me an awesome. Because he's not a very.
20.
No, I don't think I can take 20.
Take
Can I
100.
take 20?
Oratory?
Not normally.
What about linguistics?
No, it's
Because oratory is performing it, but if you're going to write it,
oratory.
It's not trying to decipher it.
If I took 10, it'd be. I could get 8 though from my familiar, so that was up at
oratory?
33.
Okay, you know of like you could rattle off 6 or 7 good poems. When reciting one to Chagga, it's not emotionally impactful. It's good, but it's not like
The lefts and rights. Oh,
tear-jerking.
confusion.
In terms of it's not like completely. It's moving, but not.
33 is a pretty good written. That's all.
It's very good. It's not impress a god good.
No.
Make an angel happy good. But
It's impressive. Perhaps we just get Dee Dee to draw a painting of a
I'm gonna draw maybe a maze for you. I could design a maze that could perhaps keep him occupied.
Do all mazes have exits?
Well, no, they don't have to. By definition, they don't have to.
by
However,
definition, they need a goal. Doesn't need to be an exit.
you just need a goal. Yeah.
let's find the start.
Oh.
Find the other start.
There was this weird thing that happened to me the other day. I had 2 mirrors, one on the other side of.
You can tell Barnabus was. He kept the joke to himself.
Yep. And I could see the mirror on the other side, and it did this weird thing that hurt my brain.
Oh, yeah, because of the specters. Well,
That's what Dee Dee said. Something about the way I was looking at it, the angle or something. Could we make a maze of mirrors and paint that? Chagga's a client that's giving you the impossible task.
we could make that attempt. Yeah. Maybe do something like that.
Oh, and then the little tiny one. I didn't understand why I was shrinking. I was fascinated by this.
No ranks and nothing.
Could you make the way out one of the really shrunken parts, or like something? I don't know. I'm trying to be creative here.
We're just painting this, so.
Yes.
Well, hold on a second. Minotaurs are good with puzzles, right?
Yes.
So,
They're good with mazes.
mazes.
So you have to incorporate something out of math equations,
Could you make
word
something-
riddles, these sorts of things.
Right.
Because the maze itself will not confound the Minotaur, especially not the Minotaur.
So, why don't we find like some other really good ones that are not maze related, puzzles?
I know a Sphinx.
Is there such thing as a fractal maze?
Do I know of a Sphinx yet for clues? I don't think so.
I
no.
don't think we've done Sphinx. Problem with fractal mazes, you have like
you
fractal
met the
exits.
Sphinx.
Yep.
Not Sphinx, what's his name?
Schminidah.
Only he was to sit down, could he talk?
We got a couple of things that we need to go find.
Well, there are Wolfram demonstrations projects and weird fractal maze. I mean, yeah, I think you have to go deeper in order to get out. Weird. Okay. That's probably not something that. Yeah, I have to visualize. Yep.
Let me work on it.
Or just a painting of a minotaur who's got mazes as tattoos.
Oh, sure, I could do that. But don't you have a little artist yourself?
I'm just jamming things together like Dee Dee. We do art
Wow.
sessions
One
sometimes.
second. How about
Barnabus,
how about a painting?
It's
a maze.
therapeutic.
A painting that's a maze.
I'll keep
As
that
you
in mind.
turn it with
Yes.
an illusion, you have to navigate yourself through the maze.
If you gave Dee Dee instructions, she could. Well, actually, her permanent illusions go away. Well, I could just cast the permanent illusion.
But we need to plan the maze. You gotta
Interesting.
figure out how you look at it. Maybe that'll, I don't know.
An illusion on a canvas of a maze that as you walk around with the canvas, you are going through the illusory maze.
That'll keep him busy.
And make it a maze that just has no end.
He's gonna pick it up. This
It has no end now. I fear the Minotaur will know.
Well,
But
then he could fool his friends with it.
maybe the ending's an illusion and he has to see through the illusion.
The ending is a painting that has a maze in it that you have to walk around.
Never
To get to the
ending
maze.
Alright, so we need to design a maze with some extras
Yes.
that will go into a canvas. No, it just sounds like fun, frankly.
You know, cracker.
Well, I can duplicate with illusions the things that I see. So if you draw a maze and then show me a beautiful picture of what the maze looks
Do you
like,
have anything that provides you perfect recall? Some psionic. There's some psionic powers that do that.
you can link minds with people.
Okay.
Give me a second. This one is called
While they're doing this,
Share Memory.
grabs another ballot check sample.
Okay.
Can I jig back? Just a regular ballot check?
Okay. You can turn into a devil ballot check.
Oh, he's permanently broken. Oh, ballot check, you piece of shit. Keep it. He's got lots of spells.
I've got a gazillion items, and there was something I remember it was.
Yeah, I'll do
Was
that.
it Mind Link?
That's quick one I wanted to do.
The ruby nail gives me Mind Link. Mind Link, you link your mind to that of a touch creature to swiftly communicate a large amount of complex information in an instant. Limited amount of communication that could, or information that could be communicated in 10 minutes. The information comes in a series of visual images and emotional senses and isn't language dependent. So Chagga can do that.
Do you have memorize page or access to memorize page?
Memorize page. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Mm,
You notice the stuff I'm not casting these.
No, but you cast light. It's dark in here. Are you crazy?
It's a non-standard Bard 1, Psychic 1, Sorcerer 1, Witch 1, with 500 gold pieces. Somebody, or 750 gold pieces, the Imperium can craft him a page of spell knowledge of Memorize page.
Which will let you reproduce the extremely intricate maze.
Okay.
Without making mistakes.
Okay.
So that's something that would help you with this.
Right. Permanent illusion of the maze within the maze. Within the maze. How many do we need? Like,
Why don't you set it
Rule
up
of
so
three.
What's
that?
that?
The rule of three.
There's 3 mazes, and then it repeats. And it's obvious that it repeats, thus you have a way of knowing that you've succeeded if you are careful and see